A TCC, or Tax Compliance Certificate, as defined by Jamaica Business Gateway, is a document issued to you as an individual or to your company as proof that payments of your tax liabilities and wage-related statutory deductions are up to date. Personally, I went to NCB to open a business bank account, and one of the requirements were to have the TCC, and to be honest, I didn't even know what that was. A TCC will also be necessary to conduct other activities such as securing government contracts, applying for specific business licenses, clear goods through customs, obtain business loans, or in my case, open a business bank account. Initially, when I was going through the process of trying to get the TCC, I planned on filling out the form online, but you would get it about 2 to 4 business late. Sorry, you get about 2 to 4 business days later, and for me, based on the situation I was in, that would have been a bit too late. So, and yeah, that's what I was also told. It was 2 to 4 business days. Probably it was shorter, probably it was longer, but that's what I was told. And I wanted mine like either immediately, like the same day, or the next day. That's the only thing that would have worked for me in the moment. So I received mine immediately after filling out the form at Constant Spring Tax Office, but you could have also done it at Downtown Kingston's tax office. If you were to go to Crossroads tax office, they would simply just direct you to do the online platform, to go onto the online platform, because they don't do it physically there. And that's my personal experience. I went there first and they told me that they couldn't do it. So I was just like, John, I'm kind of waste my time. I come here still. But if I knew that, if someone made a video on it, I probably wouldn't have wasted my time. You know what I mean? Like this one. So, oh, and a disclaimer. This was also my first time filling out a TCC form. And I believe because one of the questions when I went up to the front desk, they were like, is this your first time or second time? I told them first time. At the Constant Spring Tax Office, they handed me a paper, which I'll show you guys in a few minutes. I took a picture or a screenshot of it. And seeing that they asked me that question, I would assume or I would believe that the process would differ slightly for persons who aren't doing this for the first time. Obviously, if you do it for the first time, you probably even not gonna watch this video anyways. So yeah, I'm also still going to go through the online process of going through it, because I did actually follow through with it almost completely until I didn't realize that time did I run out. I need the TCC like right now. So I ended up going to the tax office not same day, the next day, because as I said, I needed it in a quicker succession. So I'm going to jump into the screen recordings and give you guys a little step-by-step or walkthrough process of how you would do it online. And then I'm going to show you the screenshots of the actual physical paper and how I personally fill it out. Alright, so now I'll get into the screen recording. Alright, so for those of you who aren't necessarily familiar with the tax office, specifically the Constant Spring Tax Office, first of all, the tax office is right across from Immaculate Conception High School. When you go inside, you're going to join a line. Once you join the line and you reach the front of the front desk personnel, they'll ask you what you're doing. Just say that you're applying for a TCC. They're going to ask if it's your first time or not. You go say it's your first time. They'll give you the TCC application form to fill out. As you can see here in this picture, I got TT to represent that I'm doing a TCC or TRN, and I got my number. That line, remember, is kind of like business you're conducting. It's not like you're going to collect your driver's license or any other common type of activity you would go to the tax office to do. Therefore, this line was a bit short. I think there's only one person in front of me, so inside probably look full. But depending on what you're doing, you're probably not going to take as much time to conduct the business you want to conduct. So I went in there, I waited a little bit of time, and I heard my number call, and I went up to them. And this is how the form looks up close. So as you can see, the applicant's name. Oh, and I registered the business name as a sole proprietor or a sole trader business. So not technically, the business is me and I am the business. It's not a company, right? So as you can see here, number 2 and number 4 for TRN and NIS is basically my personal TRN and NIS I would put on the document, because it's a sole proprietor business, not a company, not a partnership, nothing like that. So I wrote the applicant's name, which is my name, the address, which is my address, telephone number, email address, I ignored the fax number, first application, ticket, I said yes, NIS reference number, and the TRN. Your TRN is on your, if you don't already, Probably obvious still, but it's on your driver's license, and it's also on the document that you get when you register your business name, and the NIS is also on the business name paper, which I didn't even know what my NIS was until I looked on that paper. So yeah, next the category, I would click self-employed, not company, and then I wouldn't click anything else there. It's number 7. Go down to certificate required for. You see these things saying vessel, airway bill, all them thing there. I think that's for customs, and we're not taking anything off on a boat or nothing like that. We're not pack the barrel, so we kind of ignore all of that. To be honest, though, in the left corner over here, I don't remember what I ticked. But the lady at the front desk ticked something. I don't remember what she ticked, but she ticked something for me. And then I wrote my applicant signature, which is 13, and number 14, which was the day that I did it. And obviously, as you can see, for official use only, I didn't touch any of that. And make sure to have your ID on standby, because they're going to ask you to print a copy of it, and then you're supposed to give it back to the lady that called your number. And in my case, they called TT123. That person who called your number, make sure I have the paper. She's going to tell you to photocopy it and bring it back to her. And she didn't even care to see my business registration paper. So that's all I did. She told me to sit back down. I waited for less than 15 minutes, probably 10 the most, and then somebody else called me, gave me the physical paper with the TCC file. I'm not going to show you that because my personal information is on it. And that was it. I went home. I went about my day, and you know me, do some Uber, probably sold some fruits and some other things, but pretty simple process, guys, if you go face to face. And yeah, that's really it. If you like this type of content, don't feel afraid to subscribe. If this is your first time coming onto my page, I talk a lot about side hustles that I do on a daily basis. And oh, I forgot to show you guys how inside look. Hold on. Yeah, this is like a quick video of me inside. Yeah, that's all me watching it. Alright, so I have my laptop right here, and I'm gonna screen record. Alright, so I'm on Google right now, and I'm going on to TAJ, Tax Administration, Jamaica. Right, where is it? This or this? Yeah, this one. So click the top link, and yeah, now we'll just log in. If you don't have a login, you can create the account, but let me just log in real quick. Before, I didn't even know you're supposed to go on e-services, right? And initially, I immediately went on to forms. I clicked on TCC, and these are all the things that were there for TCC. And then I think I found the actual form, the TCC form. Oh yeah, and obviously if you come onto this platform, you can get a little bit more information, like what it is, who needs it, contractors, applicants, citizenship, this and that, business purposes, first applicants, completed application form, clearance letter, blah blah blah. I didn't have any of that except for my tearing on my business paper. And then see, for repeat clients, you have or what's necessary, what's required for obtaining TCC, any valid ID, new clearances from NIS, NHT, and hard copies of all arrangements to pay, completed application form or initiate application form. I'm looking for the link to actually fill out the form, because I did fill out the form. I'm just looking for it and I cannot find it. If you hold on. Photo. I click the TCC. Oh, let me see how to apply. So guys, I never even remember how to do this. Oh, it says go on to e-services. I mean, I did know that, but I did something wrong the first time. Oh, oh yeah, so I did click e-services. Oh shit, I just wasted all the time if you actually sat down and watched me go through all of that crap. So when you log in, go into e-services, Jono. and then go on to validate a tax compliance certificate, a TCC. When you go into, I want to search for, where's TCC? Let me type it in. Can I type? No, I cannot type. Guys, we'll go figure this out together. But apparently, I don't know me I do. See there, TCC, shit. And then, alright, so this is where things got weird, because I'm like, okay, I put in my TCC number, TRN number, which is required, but I don't have a TCC number, because I don't have a TCC. That's what I'm here to do, fill out a form, right? So this is one of the things I booked up on when I just tried applying for it online. And as you can see, even today, I'm still kind of bamboozled. So guys, you know what? I just wasted about 5 minutes of your time. I don't even know how to do it online. Just go face to face, guys. Hope you like the video. Later.